Hi, friends. Look, my floor. When I have to do something really long, I have to use my floor. I'm sorry, I don't have one of those room-sized tables. But anyway, here, I wanted to show you a trick I do with patterns. This pattern, if we can get it in there, um, I've had for ages. New look from who knows when. The 90s. It does require shoulder pads, but we will trim that out if we don't want it. But I am using this to create a gown. You see that it is T-length. T-length. We want gown length. So basically I have my girl's measurements and I know how much to add from the waistline marker down to make it gown length. And here's my trick. I always add like a couple inches for the heel and a couple inches for the hem. So, and if she's going to wear 5-inch heels, you know, you go accordingly. But anyway, so there's the pattern. So here's the trick. Whatever pattern you have, if it has a princess seam look, which you can see the pieces over here, they are princess seamed. If you have any princess seam pattern, you can turn it into a gown, a dress, anything. You're just trying to fit that bit. And what I've done so far is I've cut one, and the first one I cut went that way. There was my hemline that I cut out. And now I'm getting ready to cut this bit, and I'll show you if you'll be able to see, hopefully, about where I'm going. Let me see if I need to adjust anything up a little. I think that's fine. Now, it's just a matter of crawling around like I do. I'm coming. Okay. Hello. Basically, I know I just want a nice long A-line, and this girl's about 5'5". So I had gotten her measurement where her waistline is, and these each have, I transfer everything. What I did was I took the original pattern, and for it goes up to size 18, and I think I had maybe wanted to use a 12 or something, which at that time was very small. 12s are actually very small. But I went ahead and used the pattern to take and go onto this paper. I copied the 14, I copied the 16, I copied the 18, and I even upsized to a 20 for this pattern. So I have them all. This old paper came on a huge roll, and I still have a bunch. I've had it for years, and I just use it to make off these patterns. And I mark the waist, the notches. Here's a shorten, lengthen or shorten line, but I've got that marked on this piece and weighted with my scissors. Don't laugh too hard. You can laugh, but don't laugh too hard. Yeah, so right here, I just have to pin a couple things in place. I know I look funny, but I just don't care. And I've got this started, and I just sort of went to this is the center back that I'm working on next, and I'm good for it to be pretty wide. And on the center front, which this was the hem, I cut it to 50 inches because based on her measurements, that's about what would make everything work nice. And here's my Sharpie. You gotta have a Sharpie. So I went to 50, and I just edge my little, you know, I give it a little curve because I always want to make sure I have enough, and I'm good with this girl having a bit of a puddle train. So then beyond that, I have edged right out from about where her waistline is, and I'm actually going to go up. And since she is a little bit pear-shaped, I am adding just so I have it for the fitting. This is just so we can do a fitting. And I'm just making dots. You know, I'm just going along this edge and getting my thing. So there you are. Basically, I have the center back of a gown. I will pin down the upper part and get it ready and cut my, I think I like it the way it is based on our design. But yeah, that's a simple trick. It's really helpful. A way to transfer any bodice pattern you have can become a gown. You just create whatever skirt you want. You could go a whole lot wider with that and create almost a circle skirt, but the circle skirt would have, you know, the full princess seam look, which is very, you know, it's very flattering. Hello, hope you saw all that. But anyway, just a little quick clip, and I can make her mock up, put it on her, pin it in, pin it up, because this is just muslin. I'll cut the whole thing apart and use it as a pattern. Okay, good to see ya. Who loves ya?